Recording in progress.
You guys, welcome to the Big Messy Bun, episode 56. This is the final episode of 2025. We are heading into 2026 tomorrow. You guys, happy New Year's to you. I hope you're tuning in on New Year's. I hope this gives you a little spice, a little spark, a little something in your step today that makes you feel alive. I just listened to episode 1 of the Big Messy Bun in preparation for coming here. And the stuff that I said and that I shared, I'm so proud of this podcast because we've been holding to our commitment over the last 52 weeks. I just said to a girlfriend, I'm like, I'm going to record episode 56. And I said, I've been so consistent all year. I've never missed a week. And she goes, isn't there 52 weeks in the year? And I'm like, oh, but we've had bonus episodes. So this is episode 56. And this one is going to be a little recap from the year. A big, huge thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the listeners, for the followers who are listening to the Big Messy Bun, enjoying the Big Messy Bun, supporting this girl in her wild dream. I can't thank you enough for tuning in week after week after week. In preparation for this, I have to share with you something I don't do is I don't look at the analytics of this podcast yet. I had to get through year 1. I didn't want year 1 analytics to come and start making me feel weird if an episode didn't do well, or if one went really good and then 3 went not so good, or only 2 people watched it. I would start to get into my head. And something that I just shared with my friend, she's like, why did you start the podcast? Like, what do you like that you get out of it? And there's a few things. The number one thing is probably getting to share my creativity and ideas with you in hopes to help you live a healthier, happier existence. That's it. I love talking, love sharing. I've had a passion for this since I was a little kid. I used to get in so much shit in school for talking. Katie goes here. Katie goes there. Katie talks. Katie needs to spend less time talking, more time on her academics. All of it. I've heard it all. And I am really delighted to bring this to you today because episode 56, that means I've sat down here every week. So I've come up with a few C words that describe Katie. So my real name is Catherine. There's something for you. For those of you who don't know, I'm Catherine with a C. I'm Katie with a K. So there was my first C word is my name, Catherine. Now, I'm going to share with you a few other words that come to mind when I think of me. And it is consistency. It is one of my superpowers. I have been able to be consistent with the things that are important to me week after week, month after month, when it comes to health and wellness, decade after decade, even when I don't want to, even when I feel like I'm not making progress. I just shared a video on my Instagram doing chin-ups. I've been working on chin-ups for 16 months. 16 months, and I'm at 5. I got to 5 around March the first year, and then I got a little slack. And I wasn't training as much. And I got down to 2 chin-ups. I'm back up to 5. I will not quit. I am very consistent. I want to share consistency tips with you. I want you to become consistent at the things that are good for you, that make your heart feel alive. Chin-ups for me make me feel alive. They're challenging me. And I love that. Okay, so that was one of the words. Creative. I am super creative, especially when challenged. Another C word for you. So when I get challenged in a situation, I get super creative. It's like my creative juices get flowing in creating whatever it is I want to create. I have created businesses out of challenges. I have created things that have helped others by being challenged in my own life. I had to come up with a solution, and that solution sometimes involves you guys. It sometimes involves people that attend my classes. Sometimes it's people that have attended my workshops that I've done. I get creative in that space. So I'm so excited that that's a C word for me that's like just part of who I am. Caring. I have a big, fat, caring heart. It's so huge. I care so deeply about your health, your happiness. I care about my dog. I care about the people in my life. I care deeply. Sometimes it's tough because I care about everything. And it's hard sometimes to carry all of that load. And so self-care is another area that I feel is so important. And we've talked about this on the podcast at length. At length. And another C word I am so good at, and it's not always my best attribute, but it's who I am. And I'm not going to change. I cuss a little. Yep, I do. I am a cusser. And I also have this incredible ability to filter it. Another friend and I were talking last night, and we were talking about we both like to cuss. And she was contemplating making some changes to something in her home because it had some cuss words on it, and she wasn't sure if that's inviting to people if they come by. And I said to her, well, it's your home. Like, if they don't like it, it's your home. Like, and so for myself, I have a teaching style that I have, and sometimes cuss words are involved. It's not that that's the only driver. I just sometimes like a good cuss word. It just fits. I can't even throw one in right now because it's not the time. There will be one before this episode is done, but it's just something. It's not all of who I am. These are just a few of the attributes that kind of came to me in preparation for this. Now, I want to share with you, as podcasters like to do, at the end of the year, we like to recap and share with you our top episodes. So I chose my top 6 going into 2026. So as we head into 2026, if you are new here, welcome to the Big Messy Bun. I am your host, and I love coming here with you week after week. I am your hump day energy, vibe, human that is in your corner, cheering you on to do the things. Do the things. So episode 1 was our, should I go backwards? Episodes? No, I'm just going to start because I wrote them in order 1 through 6. So if I do the math and start switching it around, I'm going to get all frustrated. So our very first episode was our number 1 episode with how I tallied this was by how many views I got. So again, I don't dive into these analytics, you guys, because I didn't want to fuck with my head on year 1. I didn't want to be like, even doing this, I was on the phone with my girlfriend and I'm like, okay, so I had her on speaker, but I was going through it. I had to kind of process it with someone so that I didn't feel like a failure when I looked at numbers because they've changed, they pivot, all this stuff. And then I was like, Katie, why are you doing this? I'm doing it because it allows me to be creative and purposeful and fill the world with some energy and love. And that's what I want to do. So that's the premise behind this podcast. Okay, so episode 1 was the number 1 episode, you guys. So go check it out. Go back to episode 1 and you will see me rolling in here on New Year's Day. I just ripped on that mic and just hit record. I didn't know a thing about podcasting. I didn't know how to upload. I didn't know how to upload to several places. I uploaded to YouTube. It's probably why I got so many views on there. It's because it was the only platform available. But I went to YouTube and just loaded it. I didn't even know how to upload a picture. I'm going to share this on my social media episode 1, and just to go back and listen. And it's so exciting because when I listen to her today, and then I listen to her today, I'm like, fucking rights, girl. We are here doing the damn thing. And I do this also, my friend asked me why. I want this to be an example to you that if you've been sitting here for the last 52 weeks with me and you've been sitting on a dream and you've been waiting for the right time, maybe you're in a situation that needs to change. Just today, my friend, I got to call her out. Tammy, fucking, you are such a badass. Number 1, she goes walking where there's fucking bears and cougars and shit. She's a badass, okay? We are on the phone. We'll walk and talk. And I'll be like, oh my God, I think there's, what do we get around here? Coyotes? I think coyotes. They're small. Like I could probably beat one up. I don't know. I don't want to encounter it. She's like, yeah, we got a cougar in the area. Jesus Christ. Like, this is crazy. Sorry, that is not my typical cuss word. But anyway, today we're talking on the phone, and she went skiing with a crew over the holidays. And she went down a hill that's called I had to write it down because I don't ski, a double black diamond. It was called Chainsaw Ridge. I said, that sounds nice. Are you kidding me? It's like a 50% drop. It's crazy. She got to the top. The seasoned skiers she was with were like, how do we attempt this? How do we go down? And then she looked at her husband and said, I'm going. You can follow. Like, basically, I'm going for it. She just fucking went down this hill. She had a few cuss words on the way down too, but I won't say what she was saying on the hill. But guys, when we were talking, sometimes you just have to fucking go for it. And sometimes it means going down a steep hill, like on a mountain. Sometimes, in my case, it meant ending a marriage years ago that was not healthy for me or my children or him. It was not good. So ended it. Just did that. A year ago, what did I do? I grabbed my mic and boom, started a podcast. In 2021, boom, grabbed my laptop, started a fitness class online. Sometimes you just have to just go for it, figure it all out after. She went down the hill. She knew she had to get down. She even asked her husband, is there a way back? Like, can I go back? And he's like, nope. All right. I would have been like, can we charter in a helicopter, please? Like, I'm not fucking going down that hill. But nonetheless, she made it. Nonetheless, I made it. You guys, in 2020, when I ended a marriage and walked away from everything, no job, no car, no house, no money in the bank, you figure it out. You get creative. Okay. So that was episode 1. Okay, that was a lot to explain episode 1. Episode 2 in the rankings was episode number 12. Episode 12, sorry, I said that wrong. Number 2 in our top 6 was episode 12. Let me be clear. Episode 12 was on menopause and about the hormones I use and about a supportive device that I use in my pelvis. If you are a woman, if you are out there and you are still struggling, feeling like a bag of shit week after week, you haven't slept, you stink, you're sweaty, you got pimples growing where you never had pimples, you're losing hair, you're growing hair, you're feeling like shit, there's lots that goes on. Go to episode 12 and listen to that episode. It will enlighten you. And there's going to be a follow-up to that one because there's been more changes since episode 12 in my whole menopause journey. Okay, episode number 2 was our number 3, and it was about our big messy life. It was when I talked about the podcast name, getting the name that it got, the Big Messy Bun. It's talking about life gets messy. We're just going to do things messy around here. And we did. And we've done that all year. We've done it. We've done it week after week, you guys. Is it perfect? No. But is it happening? It is happening. And it's going to continue to happen. And yes, we're going to tweak. We're going to grow. We're going to evolve. It's going to get better. Of course it is. It's time. It's time for that to take place. Okay, number 4. In our top 6 was episode number 22. No regrets at 80. Who the fuck wants to get to 80 years old and say to yourself, I should have done that when I was 54? No. Who wants to get there and have those regrets? You don't. You do not. So it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. You've got to put one foot in front of the other. It's going to take time. It's going to get messy and it's going to get hard and you're going to want to throw in the towel and a timeout right now. If you're doing something and you're beating a dead horse, maybe that thing isn't for you. Okay? I am not a gardener. I have plants that I am freaking killing momentarily. They've been a bit neglected. Now, I looked at them this morning and said to myself, Katie, try to breathe them back to life. I'm going to work at it. Okay? I am not going to beat myself up over it. I'm going to try to save my plants. But there are things that I am super passionate about that I will not stop, that I will not give up on. And one of them is the fact that I'm here showing up because I want to encourage you to not give up on your thing. I know you've got something brewing inside of you. I know you do, because we all do. We all have these little dreams and visions and things that we want to do. I want you to go for it. You don't want to have regrets at 80. I work with 80 to 100-year-olds every freaking day. And when we get a chance to chat, they share with me some of their regrets. It sucks. It's so sad, some of them. Do not be that person. Do not. And if you get this one, if you try and you go for it and you fail, at least you tried. At least you did your best. But if you never start, you'll never know. I said it. If you never start, you'll never know. I know, that's a good quote. I just made it up. Number 5 in our top 5 was episode number 5. It was an energy transfer episode, and the energy was vibing. It was real. It was, if you were like sitting there going, oh my God, I just can't do this another day, put on episode 5, slap it in your ears, and go do your thing. Clean your kitchen, sort the clothes, get the baby room ready, Danica. Do the things. Just kidding. I'm getting a grandson, you guys, coming in March. And my daughter has been nesting. She is cleaning. She is organizing. She is doing the things. And you know, I don't think she listens to the podcast, but that's okay. She gets me in real life. And that's the beauty of it all. So here's the thing, though. Episode 5 is an energy transfer. If you have been sitting there going, oh my God, I really need to do X, Y, or Z. I just don't have the energy. I will give you that energy. And tell you what, come here every Wednesday. Come here every Wednesday. We're heading into the new year. And I guess this could have been the New Year's podcast, but episode 57 is going to be our New Year podcast, because that'll be actually in 2026. Right now, it is New Year's Eve. We are heading into the new year. Now, there's one more episode in our top 6, and that is episode 19. And it was, you got this. You've got this. And I'm going to keep telling you that you've got this. You've got to do this. You've got to. No one can do it for you. This year, we have talked about responsibility like it's our job. And it is your job to take care of you. And you are responsible for you. As much as we wish someone would fix this or do that or whatever, when you got to work for it, you will stick to it. When you got to work for it, you are invested. You are invested in it. I want you to look at this year coming up as a chance to dive into you. Something I did for the first time in 2025 that I had never done before, and I did it on Saturday with Lance. We binge watched an entire, I think it's called season. We binge watched an entire season of Netflix, or I don't know, Paramount or something. One of those things where you get to watch episode after episode. They just keep playing. We woke up and had coffee Saturday morning, and we had started this episode, whatever it's called. Gosh, I get it mixed up. We started this show called Alone. Okay, so we watched the first 2 episodes, went to bed, woke up the next day. We're having coffee. I'm like, want to watch an episode? Okay. So we turn on episode 3 or whatever it was. There was 12 episodes that day. We binged all 12. And it was so fucking fun. We both decided that that's what we were doing that day. We had 0 regrets, 0 guilt. We ate food we felt like eating, and we watched this show and we laughed. And it was such a great show about life. We kept sitting there, and I was like, oh my God, that's good. Oh my God, that's good. I actually have a quote. Shit, Lance, where did I put that quote? I'm so terrible. I'll like take a quote and I'll write it down. Sometimes I text myself quotes because I hear something that I like. Now, I have a few files here, guys. Bear with me. Let me see if I can remember where I put it. It was a good one. Here it is. This was what, so alone, the idea is you get dumped off in a place remote. You got to live there and try to make it to 100 days. Now, they are challenged. Well, obviously, they're challenged. They are banging to win $1 million. But as the participants were sharing, it was more than the $1 million that was important to them. It was such a great show. It says this one of the guys in it said, I don't mind failing, but I don't like quitting. Guys, that is the Big Messy Bun. That is how I've lived my life. And when it was said that, Lance looked at me and we just had this moment. It was so beautiful. And there was so many quotes and stories that came out of this series, or I think it's called a series. And it was about getting out of your comfort zone. It was being challenged, finding creative ways of living, all the things. You guys, we're doing this here in the comfort of our home. So I want you to just really think about this. You can go for your thing. We're not in some remote place having to trap our food, having to eat. I don't know what this animal was. Oh God, I forget the name. But a guy ate the insides of this dude's stomach, like of the animal's, a muskox. A muskox ate muskox stomach, like ate the grass that the guy had chewed and regurgitated and chewed. Like he literally ate that. You can do hard things. Please listen to this. You can do hard things. You have a bed you sleep in every night. You have food. Most of us have a bed we sleep in. Most of us have food. Many of you have a vehicle. You guys got jobs perhaps. I want you to just think about this. You've got that thing you want to do. Maybe this is the year. And of course, I am going to talk about health and wellness because that is what I do. That is who I am, and that is what I do. Maybe this is the year where you finally say, fuck it. I am truly making myself, I'm going to make this thing happen. And I'm going to set a challenge right here on New Year's Eve. To challenge yourself to commit to 100 days of showing up for yourself. Just like these guys did. Just like these guys did for 100 days. Now, we are not doing anything nearly as hard as these folks. But you could do this for yourself. Okay? Now, I don't want to get flooded with questions of like, well, you want me to work out 100 days in a row? No. Come on. But I want you to look at 100 days, and I want you to exercise 4 to 6 days a week. That might mean a walk. That might mean stretching. That might mean lifting. It might mean doing this or doing that. But I want you to pour into your health cup. Movement is medicine, folks. No one can do it for you. So for the next 100 days, I haven't done the math, but you can do the math. That's going to take you to the end of March. In 100 days, it's the end of March. Do you know how much you can accomplish in 100 days? A lot. So this show gave me that feeling. I even said to Lance, I said, oh, I'm going to set some new goals. I feel like I have some goals. And he said to me, well, you know, one of them. And I'm like, yes, my chin-ups. I really want to get my chin-ups happening and be more consistent with them. So I made sure I got those in again this week. I'm going to try to get those in. I'm not going to try. They are going to get into my routine 2 to 3 times a week. I don't want to overtrain, but I want to get these chin-ups. In order to do that, I said to my friend Tammy, guess what I need to do? I need to make sure I'm eating properly. You can't go do all this work. This is the one thing that was interesting on this episode. They were very strategic about they needed to eat the food so they could do the living. They needed to eat the food so they could go trap. They needed to eat the food so they could go do X, Y, or Z. They were so aware. You guys, you are smart. You are so smart. And you're smart because you're listening to the Big Messy Bun here with your host, Katie. She is so wildly passionate about this, you guys. I care deeply. I will consistently show up for you this year again. I will consistently show up for you every Wednesday. Sometimes a bonus episode. Mel Robbins, it didn't happen. So when I listened to episode 1, I thought for sure, Mel Robbins, that we would meet each other in 2025. Am I giving up on it? No, I'm just carrying that goal over to 2026. That's all. That's what I'm doing. I am not giving up. I'm gonna make it happen in 2026. Guys, if you don't have some goals like that, what's going to get you up in the morning? Is the only thing that gets you up is like, am I going to have cereal or toast? Eggs or bacon? Sausage? What am I eating? Muskox curds? Muskox. I don't even know how to say the damn animal. It was big and hairy and had kind of cute horns, though. Its horns went out like pigtails. Okay, this is it. I'm going to leave this with you. I want you to remember that you are wildly capable of choosing different things for yourself. You've got to. You've got to. There's no one that's going to come do it for you. And it's pretty fucking exciting when you get into that head frame or headspace, knowing that you're responsible for you. You're the only one that can do it for you. You get very creative. So, guys, that is it. Wrapping up 2020. Oh, I wish I had a... do you think I can play the song? You know, the song at the end of the year song? I don't sing yet. I say yet. I think I'm going to learn to sing this year. Let's see if I can find it. I'll just play a little bit. Oh, that was kind of dramatic. Do we have a pumped up version? Is there something a little spicier? Did I choose the instrumental? Should we type in remix? We're going to pause this, folks. And I think I need to find, maybe the Bare Naked Ladies will bring it. I hope you can hear this, folks. Bare Naked Ladies, don't sue me. Just a small little podcast girl. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? That's it. Guys, I am going to sign out here. Big Messy Bun, episode 56. Hit follow, share this show. We are going to take the Big Messy Bun to another level in 2026. Can't wait to have you here. Bye.